Boom. So.
Hold on, before you go, I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, brother, for doing what you did. Seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you made off of it. I'm just glad you made the white motherfuckers happy for me. It just makes me look good, you know what I'm saying?
No, I understand
things.
that. I know that.
Yeah.
I told you, I said, the reason why I'm giving them this is because of you. If it wasn't for your phone call, nigga, they wouldn't have got this. They would have been like, man, look, no, hell no. I was like, you have to pay. Like, I told you, I said, man, I would have made 2 bands off this shit.
Right,
for real.
Which I'm sure they wouldn't have had a problem paying.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Every price he said, I ain't say, come on, Jeff, do this for me. I ain't say nothing. I said, all right. I just told them. They said, come on. I ain't never try to get an extra dollar off of it or nothing.
So,
like,
all right, so
but believe they've been doing this, so they know when they're getting the deal, and they know how to maneuver too.
So can I ask y'all a question,
definitely got more.
Have y'all ever been in that situation where somebody kept information from y'all, where it didn't even, it still didn't affect you? Like I still grew, I still was able to do things, but people still withholding information from me.
All right, I'm gonna say one more thing. But you know what it came out of that? He told me if my cousin need anything from where he work at, he'll make sure he give it to him with the hookup. Like, damn near free, that's what he said today.
Like, don't mention no names like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Jeff ever need no shit. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you never know, Jeff like, hey, I need to slide just real quick. Tell me to get this for me real quick. You never know.
So to answer your question, I think, personally, it don't matter what people don't tell you, because at the end of the day, if you meant to be somewhere, you going to be there regardless.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So if people want to gatekeep, they can gatekeep. But you going to find out one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's just my take.
Yeah,
that's very true.
It's just as far as like we gonna say the culture.
Right? Hey, this my exotic right here.
We are the main ones that do the gatekeeping shit.
I'm just playing.
And if you can see, none of us are. We don't have the majority of wealth as far as amongst us and diverse, but it's always black culture. It ain't no entire wealth thing because everybody's trying to outdo the other or be on top. Everybody wants to be the boss. Which I mean, I understand that, but the real way to prosper and everybody eats is real friend would want you to have more than them, and your friend would want you to have more than them. So how can you lose? You can't lose.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick.
You cannot lose like that. Fact. That's what these Jewish people do.
Hold on.
They started this little. They'll have their group and work regular jobs, right? Let's say they first come to this country. They'll all work a factory job. It'd be like 5 to 10 of them, right? Mm-hmm. At the end of the month, each person puts in 100 for the first person that they want to get their business, right? So then the next month, it's the next person. So they're all coming up together. If you notice, they're all, like all these different cultures from different countries, they all have a specific niche. And they're all locked in. The Arabs, corner stores. The Chinese, nails. You know what I'm saying? They all have these certain things, and that's what they're doing. We the only ones that don't do that.
But then again, not to cut you off, you gotta look at America as it's a continent.
Melting pot.
Or no, it's a country of capitalism. So you're looking at capitalism versus communism, you know? So a lot of those people that are looking out for one another and all coming up as one community, that's communism versus capitalism is us basically devouring one another to get to the top of the food chain. So we working on a food chain schedule as to where they're working as a group.
Community, yeah.
And that's the problem, though.
That is the problem.
That's the problem. Because
that's a problem for some, but that's a solution for others. And it's one person, and all 10 of them had a YouTube channel, but it's one person's channel that they always on. That one person that blew up got, let's just say, 100 bands, right? Mm-hmm. Each one of them contributed equally. The cameraman, even the cameraman were switching up and being in the videos, all that. But the one dude that got all the money, because it was on his name, he technically monetized all of it, correct?
Right.
Because the rest of them never signed contracts, they never did anything legally to actually own any of the gain that they got.
Right.
So he takes that 100 grand and gives all the other 9 people $1,000. Mm-hmm. Now he has 91,000. You look at it morally, and it's like, damn, that's fucked up. What did y'all gain? But if you look at it on the other side, which communism is, or capitalism is basically formed off of the greedy. If you're looking at it from the greedy standpoint, I just got $91,000. What are you talking about? So that's the one person that gained. He didn't help his brothers. He wasn't there for his brothers. Right. So that is no longer a family member, but that is one greedy person that benefited off of capitalism. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just to answer your question.
Yeah, I mean,
that's fire.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a valid.
It's just morally versus immorally. You gotta look at different standpoints.
All right, we'll say. So, capitalism is more of the selfish-ish kind of. We'll say
100%.
Selfish, right?
It is. It's way more selfish.
So these groups of people that are doing the pitching in, that's communism, but it's really capitalism too, because they're dealing with their people. But everybody in their circle is coming up.
The money stays in it.
Yeah, they ain't going to no outside groups. So yeah,
100%.
that's what we're supposed to be, is one.
And we
that's
gotta
how they operate.
realize, in order to get there, see, in order for us to be what we want to be, we gotta tear this whole bitch down. So there gotta be a lot of chaos, a lot of shit that nobody wants. All that has to happen in order to actually gain that peaceful land. Everything would have to burn and be destroyed before it could be built again, because you got to start from ground. You got to have a solid foundation, and we don't have that right now. Right now we have if we talk about it, we got a corrupt government that's a big circle. So whether they're Democrat or Republic, you still got the people behind all that. So you got the higher ups that's beyond the government, and that's what's really controlling it and keeping all that money. So if you really wanted to tear that bitch down, this whole place got to go before we would damn near be reverting back.
Where you don't need them.
You know what I'm saying? But it would be a lot of chaos. Yeah. It would be a lot of chaos.
Yeah, that's definitely.
People are so programmed that they believe, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So like, why are you tearing anything down when?
But sometimes
there's no problem,
because it is kind of broken. If you really look at it, it's broken, but it's been broken for a minute.
It's just broken. People. It's a comfort level for people now. That's why when it comes to certain topics, people ain't listening. Some people don't really know how to really think for themselves or outside of the box.
Sure.
Some people just operate off of instinct when it comes to certain things. They're not actually processing nothing. They just doing it. Let's say like a parent is parenting the way that his or her parents were parenting back then, right? Mm-hmm. But this same type of method, it doesn't work. But they do it because they think that's what they're supposed to do, because they haven't seen nothing else. And they're not thinking outside the box, like, damn, let me figure this out. Oh, my kid, I done whooped him 20 times, he's still doing the same thing. Whereas the ones that really are paying attention, they be like, oh, I was trying to try something different. You know what I'm saying? Because like they say, keep doing the same thing and wanting certain results, it don't work like that.
It's insanity. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Insanity.
Yeah, it's insanity. It don't work.
The same thing over and over and expect different results.
Yeah,
it's insanity.
And it's like, okay, we'll say like a lot of parents, single mothers, or whatever the case may be, they always use this same excuse. Oh, his father wasn't there, or this, that. But it's like, okay, this kid keeps getting in trouble, and that's all you keep saying, but nobody gives a fuck who wasn't there. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And it's like you're basically just comfortable saying that, and you're just going to stick to the whooping them and be like, I tried, but you're not really trying. You're just doing what you're seeing other people do, and not looking for something that's effective.
Some people are beyond saving, though, even as children. I ain't gonna lie. Even as kids, some people are born with certain things that they just cannot control. Certain urges, certain things missing. So
that's
like
true.
certain
That's
concepts,
what you're saying as far as
certain concepts that a normal person may have, they're not gonna understand that. Like such as, for example, you have to wait in line to order a meal. One person, I know you may think that they autistic or something, but they may not go by that. And they like, I'm not waiting in no line. They gonna walk to the front, and if anybody got a problem, we can fight about it. You know, some people got that mindset. So you got to think like, some people, because when you say that, you gotta think like, I've started to see a lot of kids that don't get whooped at all. It's all about talking to your kid and this, that, and the third. And bro, them children are so arrogant. Man, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They got no respect. So I think you gotta find like a healthy balance, a healthy in between. It's hard, bro. Raising kids is no joke.
Meeting them where they're at.
I think it's hard for women to raise men than it is for. I mean, it all goes hand in hand, but I think, it's way harder for single women to raise men opposed to raising their daughter.
It depends on the man, though. It depends on the man too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because
it
some
goes hand
women,
in hand, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, some women definitely get taken care of by their child, by their son. You know what I'm saying?
But I know a lot of men with a lot of kids, and they don't have time to take care of these kids. Like they think you probably got a little money or this and that, but the time is what keep the mold in the kid to grow. You know what I mean? So when you leave the kids with the mom and she's trying to work, trying to pay these bills, she got to come home, clean, cook, do all this shit, and she ain't got no help. It's like that's I see it. It's like that's fucking crazy.
I can't downplay that.
Yeah, it is. Like, I mean, you definitely got to give them the respect.
100%.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Big ups to the mom.
Yeah, for sure.
For
But
sure,
nah,
for sure.
it's just like, when does this story stop? Because it's just a repeated cycle. They just keep saying the same thing, right? But they're not looking for a solution. And a lot of people, the biggest thing I could say is accountability. I think that is the generational curse.
That's a
It's
great topic.
A lack of accountability. Yeah.
For sure.
And that's why we stay stuck. Let's say, okay, when you hear people, it's hard for a black man in this country, or whatever the case may be. It is if you really believe that, but there's a way out of that, which is fighting that and not going for that. Just going for what you want. Period.
People don't have that though. When I say people don't have, some people don't have that determination, like that ambition to go for what they want. They just wait. Let's say for instance, like single moms, back to there, like the reason why they take the men out the household because the single mom can get welfare, she can get all these kind of grants and or loans or wealth, food stamps and shit like that, Section 8. So where this is all her shit. She feel like this is all her shit, but it's like, now the government gave you this shit because they want the nigga to be out the house, so therefore they could tax that nigga on child support, you know what I mean, and make him pay for it, him leaving. It's like, damn, you kicked me out. Like it's like fucked up because like it's a setup.
That's
and niggas
exactly
don't
what
even
it
say,
is.
it's a setup.
It's designed that way. And back to as far as like the kids and children, the most important years of a person being born is from birth to 7.
Yep.
They don't have a conscious mind then, right? So they're just the sponge. Everything they just learn, they're absorbing everything. Those are the most important years of a person's life, is the beginning. So when they get to 7, that's when their mindset starts coming in, or they've been molded with a different or a certain mindset. You know what I'm saying? And after that, a lot of people, it is over with. But when you said that about kids, what did you mean as far as like they stuck in a mindset? What do you mean? Like, do they have a handicap mentally? What you mean exactly?
I'm just saying, young people are desensitized to a lot of bullshit. Like, desensitized to everything. Like, from killings to, like, from violence to sexual shit to whatever you may say. I think a lot of young people are very desensitized because they're exposed to everything. And all that really stems from social media, if you really want to talk about it. The fact that social media has grown so much, anybody can access anything damn near from any age, which is insane. As long as you know the correct words to type into a Safari browser, you can find almost anything you want. Right. And that allows you to see everything, whether you're in that circumstance or in a safe, gated neighborhood with Lamborghinis in your front yard, you can
Right.
still be exposed to all the violence in a third world country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that I don't necessarily remember how to answer your question, but that's what the problem is. Everybody's desensitized to everything, and it makes people, you know what I'm saying, lack certain emotions that other
awareness,
normal people would have. You know what I'm saying?
emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
And then you have other people that got to deal with brain rot. So like brain rot is basically they spend all their time on the internet looking at a bunch of dumb shit.
Exactly.
And now they in real life and they got no situational awareness. So there could be like some crazy, there could be a car accident happen right behind you and one of the cars coming towards you and you walking on your cell phone not even realizing what's going on because you so stuck inside your, or maybe you just walking around, you la-di-da-di-da. There's just no like, that's the other problem. And the third problem is when shit goes down, whether it's violence or a medical emergency, like somebody has a seizure and falls and starts seizing, a lot of people freeze. Not a lot of people act no more.
Yeah.
Even if it's running, like, bro, there's no more fight or flight. It's like fight or freeze. I don't see people run no more. I see people stopping their tracks. That's the problem. Or you get to it. And that all stems from these right here. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, that's definitely the
Boom.
devil.
That
That's one
right
of the
there.
demons, too.
Yeah. So,
It's whatever you make it to. These phones and this internet. It's whatever you make
Straight
it.
up.
I mean, unfortunately, even in schools, like, you know, they got to deal with social pressures, getting clowned. They just got so much. And I think that's designed like that, too.
yeah.
Because, I mean, when we grew up, or probably it's up to this day, we grow up, men ain't supposed to do this. Women ain't supposed to do this. That's already creating a prison mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a man can't express himself, which they used to say, what does he resort to?
Right.
They want to be tough. They want to go out in some old egotistical way. And that ain't healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I speak on that because I was on both sides of the aspect. I used to be on the bullshit, get in trouble, all that. And now, and like you said, something drastic has to happen for change.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And that was my opportunity to change. But I didn't know it then, but I was so desperate to be better because I didn't want to go back to where I was. So now I'm listening to every day. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it's something.
You want to
big
talk
has
about
to
something?
change.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe in fate? Do you believe in... Here, let me clarify this question a little bit more. That you have an A choice and a B choice. But regardless of which choice you make, the outcome is the exact same. It's like the illusion of a false free will. If you
I know what
would
you're saying.
take that, type.
You said, do I believe in that?
Do you believe in fate at all, or no? Do you believe in a complete free will?
I can't really stand on any
Outside.
side of that. I can't. It depends because there's so many variables that go into that.
Well, the variables that go into it are based on you and your alone opinion. So it's just what you think. It's not what you think is going to happen with me or if my fate is real. But for you and you alone, as an individual, do you believe in it or not?
I would say yeah. Then I would say yeah. I do believe in fate.
So
I think that you can take the hard way or you can take the easy way, but you're gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? So everything that happens, well, you'll think is happening to you is actually happening for you. You could want, like a lot of people, we want to be rich, right? But mentally, we ain't ready for that. So we might get a little such and such $1,000 and blow it, right? But the reason why we blew it because we wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So now, if that ever comes again, you learning, and you're gonna do it better the next time. You know what I'm saying? But if it's fate because you're still going for that same thing. I'm saying I wanted to be rich. I was going for the drugs, all that bullshit, thinking I'm getting there, but get taken back.
So you think regardless, if you had a chance to do it all over again, you think regardless you'd be sitting in this chair right now, where you at, with the exact same circumstances that you currently have?
With the same mindset though?
That's a good question. I don't know if it's the same mindset.
Because
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
as far as like right
circumstances.
now, I wouldn't take nothing back because like pain was my teacher.
That's
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't. You couldn't tell me nothing. If I thought I knew something, I thought I knew it. And a person could tell me something 1,000 times, but if I'm not ready to hear it, I'm just not. But the pain is what brought me to be able to accept truths. Yeah, it was pain.